really happy. I'm really happy. I noticed that I hadn't gone live yet, but I started to mute. I've definitely done that before.
Same.
With Will. Just started going, and Will was like,
Just going.
we're not on. But we're on now.
Yes.
Welcome to another episode of Creatia Conversation, the #1 news source on Pornhub for all that nerd-ish. I am your host, Mara Watkins, and I am joined today by Hex, Big Beezy. How you doing, Bridge?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh,
sorry, I almost unplugged my headphones with my knee because the cord is so long.
Oh no, don't do that. I'm good. We're here. It's the last episode of the year.
Yeah. Oh, really? I guess it is.
Yeah, because we go on break until
next year.
Sometime.
So
we'll just January. Till January.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother trying to recall the date. But yeah. How you feeling?
I'm doing okay. I've just been watching The Crown, finishing that up. I started watching The Gilded Age also, which is pretty good.
Okay.
It's funny, I actually saw this thing on Reddit last night and I wanted to ask you. And it was about the Kardashians, and it was like, who do you think would win a fight, Kylie or Kendall? It was an overwhelming amount of Kylie.
Yeah, it's for me, it's giving Kylie.
I do think that she's got that mom rage.
Yeah, and also because I feel like she would take on. She would probably in her brain create this persona of like, all my friends are Black, so it's like I have to do them proud or some shit. And so she would probably just scrap her ass off.
Yeah, I agree. Some people said Kylie because all she would have to do is like say something mean to Kendall and she would have an anxiety attack and pass out. Or Kendall because she has that, like, she easily just snap and just like, just
I feel like super funny. I feel like she's another one who just like be holding a lot in. So she does like these off-brand things, like not off-brand, but like she raises and breeds horses, and I'm just like in my brain I was just like, birthing horses I feel like is a gritty job, is a gritty activity.
And she loves her animals, her dogs and stuff.
So I also feel like she would also be kind of like scrapping out there, but like
and she's still tall, she's got them legs.
Yeah, like just something tells me like she's hiding a blade on her somewhere.
You're right. But yeah, I've been watching the Kardashians as well. And
I watched the season finale of
I haven't gotten that far yet. So I gotta take a break every now and then, and then I switch to The Crown, and then I need a break there because Diana hasn't died yet, and I know it's actually coming, and I'm like, okay, let me switch to something else. And
are you on the first part of the last season for The Crown?
I'm at the end of the 5th season, so I'm about to hit the last season.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
That feeling you were saying you're having because it's coming. The first episode, just from how the episode starts, I'm just gonna warn you, I get exactly what you're feeling because it reminds you like, oh shit.
It is like, what's gonna happen. It's gonna
happen. Like there's no changing it because it's it's a historical thing that has happened. Like
I'm like, oh, maybe she'll be okay. Listen, she was the people's princess, okay?
Right?
Black people loved her. She was hugging those kids with AIDS and shit. But yeah, as far as playing, I've been playing Baldur's Gate. But what about you? Okay. What have you been watching and playing?
Well, I caught up on the Kardashians. What else have I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I started that from the beginning because I've never watched it straight through.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm one of those. I'm grieve binging it.
That's fair. That's fair.
What else have I been watching? Oh, I watched the first episode of What If
Oh, is
today,
that
right before
out?
we started. Yeah,
Okay.
they're doing one episode every day for 9 days. Today was the first day, so I watched it. Interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Okay.
Playing. I finished the story mode of Spider-Man 2. So now all I have is like the side missions to finish. And what else? Marvel Snap. And oh well, I mean, I think I said it before, but I did purchase and download the new expansion pack for The Sims 4, and so I've been trying to. He's so mad. And I've been trying to like get the understanding or the hang of it. So I think like I've been starting to, so I feel like I can start really playing with it. Cause like the functionality with
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the apartments and being like the tenant owner was kind of like not what I was thinking. And it wasn't as like forgiving as I wanted it to be about things.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, so it was just kind of like trying to get an understanding of, oh, that's how this works. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, that's been
Okay.
about it though.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I think they had like an apartment pack for Sims 3, but it was not like involved.
No, yeah, they
It being
I
like
think it
a
was
tenant
the
own like
night yeah, it was like the nightlife, I think, or whatever one gave
yeah.
like that city area or that
Yeah,
city
yeah, yeah.
neighborhood. Um, that was how you got apartments, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah. But you weren't like a tenant owner, like you still had like a landlord, you still paid a rent.
Right, right.
But yeah, I download all these like custom made ones by other players, and
Yeah.
I kind of
Mhm.
now overhaul all of them and like redo some like buildings and
Yeah.
uh think of like making some brownstones from like Brooklyn up here in it. So
Okay. Yeah. The high-end neighborhoods and stuff.
mhm.
Okay.
That's all. But aside from what we've been playing and watching, I want to thank y'all for watching live. You can catch us here Monday through Friday, starting back up again in January. And the usual places such as twitch.tv/Creatia World. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, that means you have access to Prime Gaming, which means you get access to all this other cool gaming shit, but you also get a free premium subscription to your favorite Twitch streamer. So give it to us. That is the story. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. While you're there, might as well hit that like and subscribe button. When you hit subscribe, a little bell will appear. When you hit that bell, you get notified every time we do something, every time we post something, when we go live, all that good stuff. If you're not watching us live, but you're watching us after the fact, you can do that at Pornhub at pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. It's our favorite place for you to subscribe to us. It's hysterical and I love it. Please keep doing it. There's also exclusive content there as well. If you want to monetarily support us, you can do that at patreon.com/Creatia World. There, you get access to exclusive content such as Multiverse, which is me and Travis talking about animated not super comic book movies. We are coming soon would be Legion of Superheroes, which we talked about. So watch that and then watch us, or just watch us. That's the point. There's also Return to Wrestling, which is Matt and Travis watching old pay-per-view matches. They're up to Slamboree 1998, and that sounds like a good time. So check that out. And then there's also If You Have to Ask with Matt and Kate, and they're talking about hand jobs for strippers.
Okay.
I don't know either, but check it out.
Merry early Christmas. Also very much trying not to laugh at that comment.
Thanks, Vince. I've been watching this obscure show, obscure anime show called Cyber 6 on Discord with the homies. And okay. Anyway. Somehow, for whatever reason, I agree with this statement. I just feel like if you can't have like a kind of gay appearing moment with one of your friends, are they really your friends? Even though you know that's not what it is.
Fair. You know. I was talking to my husband. I was like, you know what? Do men hug each other? Like, you know, like the way that, and
not
you know, like, y'all should hug each other more.
Not enough. But let's get into newsy time. That's why we're here, right?
Yep.
So Lionsgate Studios, who I think is one of the ones that I think that's the studio behind the John Wick films.
Okay.
And the only reason I say that is because they have a picture of John Wick in the article. But Lionsgate Studios deal to spin off from Starz values business at $4.6 billion. So I think they are leaving. I think it's, let's just read it. It's from Variety by Todd Spangler, because the title is not so clear to me, which is why I wanted to talk about this, because we were talking about the Paramount Warner Brothers merger yesterday. Well, not like the potential merger.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here for it.
So wild. Sounds like a wild time.
You know what I'm saying? Lionsgate unveiled details of the long-awaited separation from its studio business and the Starz TV network. Yeah, so they're separating from Starz, which, you know, kind of makes sense. Like, I feel like I saw another article that was talking about this show that Courtney Cox was in, that they are canceling after its second season has just recently ended, and that they're also removing it from the streaming service by the end of the year, and which, you know, Starz. But like, they were saying the reason why they canceled it is because it didn't really gain the audience that they were hoping for enough to kind of keep it going. And I was just like, well, yeah, it's on Starz.
Literally, we just got Starz, and it's only because my husband is watching Power. Like, that is the only reason that we have. And I'm like, okay, so what else is on here that we can watch? And I couldn't find anything that I cared about to watch.
Power. And then Power spinoff 1, Power spinoff 2, Power spinoff 3.
Book 1, 3, 4. I'm like, this is a lot, right? But you know, whatever.
And then if you're kind of getting tired of Power, I'm sure there's like a movie you could like some obscure movie you could just watch really quickly before going back to Power.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, well, there's P-Valley. I will say I've heard a lot of good things about P-Valley. So
P-Valley, okay.
I know that's like one show that I've been recommended, because I did watch Power, but like I didn't watch the subsequent spin-offs. But P-Valley, yes, is also on there. But I just feel like that's not a streaming platform that I would be like, I expect there's like millions on millions of people watching stuff on here, because I feel like Starz is how Travis was treating I think Paramount Plus at first when it was Star Trek stuff. He was like, I'll keep it till Star Trek is done, and then cancels it. But I think that's how I think of Starz when I was watching Power. I only watched it when the season was on.
Right.
It got 8 weeks of my life, and then I canceled it. Right.
And then literally.
But sorry, the company announced Friday that its studio business, compromising its TV and film production and distribution segments and a content library with 18,000 plus titles, will spin off in a merger with Screaming Eagle Acquisition Corp. That sounds like an even more scammier company.
Yeah, for sure.
Well then.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll try it. So, a special purpose acquisition company. The deal is expected to close in spring 2024. The new entity, Lionsgate Studio Corp, will let investors value the film and TV businesses as a publicly traded standalone company. The transaction is expected to raise approximately $350 million to fund strategic initiatives, with $175 million already committed by several blue chip investors.
Oh, okay.
Well then,
Interesting.
so yeah, and so with that, the Lionsgate parent company, which is Stars, is expected to continue to own 87.3% of the total shares of Lionsgate Studios, while Screaming Eagles founders, public shareholders, and investors are expected to own an aggregate of 12.7% of the combined company. So they're splitting away, but it seems like Stars will still profit.
Yeah. Interesting.
Huh. The rest of the article is a lot of business and money talk that kind of just makes my head alone spin just trying to comb through it. Fair. But what I wanted to continue into proceed into was, you heard about the hack on Insomniac, right?
Yeah.
Well, we covered that. But oh, that's right. They did also do the Tyler Perry movies, I think the Medea movies.
Yeah.
Always pray on their downfall. I think they also did Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, I think that you're right there. I think they did as well.
It's just like, it just in my brain, it just sounds familiar it seems familiar I visually saw before the movie started.
Yeah.
So Insomniac Games has finally responded back about the cyber attack.
Yeah.
It was like a kid, right? Like illegal.
I have no idea.
I think it was something along that lines. I think he's been like committed or some shit. Like,
I would lose my mind if my kid was hacking. I'd be like
hacking and was like, I'll have to find like the article about it and then send it to you, because I was just like, what? There's so many things happening in that article that I was just like, I don't know. Is this legal?
Right. Literally.
Is this moral? Insomniac Games shares a message regarding the cyber attack. Quote, like Logan, Insomniac is resilient. This comes from IGN's Adam Bankhurst. Insomniac Games has shared, I said that. Insomniac Games shared the message on Twitter and thanked the community for all its ongoing support during this challenging time. I'll read the actual tweet. Let me just blow that up because I cannot see that. I know myself. Even with glasses, I'm still blind. Thank you for the outpouring of compassion and unwavering support. It's deeply appreciated. We're both saddened and angered about the recent criminal cyber attack on our studio and the emotional toll it's taken on our dev team. We have focused inwardly for the last several days to support each other. We are aware that the stolen data includes personal information belonging to our employees, former employees, and independent contractors. It also includes early development details about Marvel's Wolverine for PlayStation 5. We continue working quickly to determine what data was impacted. This experience has been extremely distressing for us. We want everyone to enjoy the games we develop as intended and as our players deserve. However, like Logan, Insomniac is resilient. Marvel's Wolverine continues as planned. The game is in early production and will no doubt greatly evolve throughout development, as do all our plans. While we appreciate everyone's enthusiasm, we will share official information about Marvel's Wolverine when the time is right. On behalf of everyone at Insomniac, thank you for your ongoing support during this challenging time.
Everybody's getting hacked lately, I feel like. Or leaked, or this, or that.
It's not, it's like, why is this like the wave again?
I don't know. It's almost as if it was on purpose.
Yeah, did you see what Ty said about the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was it. I was just like, wow. They were like, he is like locked up for life until they're just like until he shows an interest into stopping hacking. Which
Wow, that's crazy.
he was like, nah, when I get
What?
out, I'm gonna keep doing that shit. That's literally pretty much what he said.
The way I would backhand my son if he said some dumb
you know
shit
what I'm
like
saying?
like, let me get this belt real quick.
Don't fuck with
Literally.
Nintendo, but execute
And Disney too.
Twitch Online too.
And Disney too.
Right? The hackers who breached Insomniac demanded 50 Bitcoin, which is roughly $2 million ransom, to not release confidential data they obtained. The ransom was not paid, and the info, which was 1.67 terabytes of data, was released that contained videos and images of Marvel's Wolverine. Insomniac's release slate through the early 2030s. That's ambitious. And more. Most awful was that the data also included personal information on the staff, like passport scans. That's terrifying because I can't imagine what evil shit you could do with like passport
why
scans.
did they have that information with Insomniac though? Like, I can't, unless they're traveling on behalf, I guess, of Insomniac, but I still don't get what literally.
Because I'm just thinking of like how they will strap you down and they'll just like alter your brain. Oh man, that's just so funny. But it's not.
But it's not.
Like that is, but like the idea of it is hysterical, but like that actually happening is kind of scary.
Yeah.
But well, I have one more thing to talk about before we take a quick ad break.
Okay.
The Golden Globes, I actually might watch this upcoming year. I never watched them, but I might actually watch them this year because Joe Coy is going to host the 2024 Golden Globe Awards. And I am crossing my fingers that the internet does not do what the internet does.
Oh my god, like that Kevin Hart shit
and start looking for shit to like
and I was
be so like, no.
I used to really like Kevin Hart, and now it's not that I don't like him. I just think he's a little bit. I'm tired, like stale.
Yeah, he's not as funny. Like his, or at least like I'll say his scripted stuff remains funny until like the consistent short jokes keep coming up. But like his stand-ups, to me, aren't as funny.
And the thing is, they I forget what the subject of his, like, they were pissed off at him for they brought it up after he was about to host something, and he was like,
the Oscars.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, and which, I mean, honestly, fair, because people do grow and change. Like, you can't get pissed off at somebody for something they did 10 years ago and expect it to be the entirety of who they are as a person. It's like, so silly.
Yeah, I get it. I was like, I understood, like, because people were like, oh, let him keep it, like, if he apologizes, and he was like, no.
I don't blame him. He's like,
no. Right, I get it. Like, it was like, I'm not gonna apologize for shit that was years ago, that was like where the temperament of things were way different, and it's just like,
I'm all about spending 10 toes down on your shit, and so I'm like, he's like, no, and I'm like, honestly, that's fair, because it was years ago. The climate was different as far as what was funny, and everything wasn't as PC as it is now. And I don't know. I don't think it was worth him losing that host job over.
Right, that whole opportunity. Like, what was it? I was watching Tropic Thunder the other day, and I think it was kind of like the first time I had actually watched it in full since it probably originally was out and on like TV all the time. And I was just like, I would laugh at jokes, but I was just like, they honestly wouldn't do this now.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking Robert Downey Jr. is like blackface in that movie, and it's like
pretending to be an Australian man who has dyed his skin to be black and then
And
pretending to be a black dude.
honestly, it was really funny to me at the time. It was really funny, and like it not only just ridiculous, and I think that's what made it funny is how ridiculous it was. And honestly, I don't think that a lot of people really dogged him for that for that the way that people dogged other people for that. So I was like, I mean,
facts. I was like, I don't remember. I remember like it being like a whole joke of a thing, and then it was like, you know, he continued to proceed to be Iron Man and Sherlock Holmes.
Literally nobody cared because it was
no.
Maybe it's because it was part of the story in the sense that he was everybody knew that shit was ridiculous. Like even the characters were like, what? You know, like so I think that kind of made it okay. And it didn't bother me. I just thought that shit was ridiculous.
I wonder when the last time he was like someone has brought that up to him.
Hey, you remember when you did blackface for Tropic Thunder? Like it's like, yeah, I was there.
Like I just kind of just wonder like what his response on it would be like today.
Yeah.
Just like not even like they're just asking about it in like a scathing or like scolding kind of manner, because I'm still not scolding him for it. It's just like it's so funny watching it.
Yes.
Because like I was just like I don't like, how did we get here?
Literally.
How was this decision made?
That and I feel another thing that's like that is like we used to have a lot more movies with like men playing women, like Miss Doubtfire, and then even with Medea and what's the one that Big Mama.
Oh. You mean what Eddie Murphy did?
Yeah, sorry. I know I froze there for a second. Yeah, Eddie Murphy. And I'm like
uh-oh.
Are we okay with this? Like types of things? That was
good.
a tangent.
Okay.
Cool.
But anywho, Joe Coy will be hosting the 2024 Golden Globes Awards, marking the comedian's first ever appearance as a host for a major award show. Quote, "We are thrilled to have Joe host the 81st Annual Golden Globe Awards and bring his infectious energy and relatable humor to kick off Hollywood's award season. We can't wait to see what he has in store for the stars in the room and a global audience," said Golden Globes President Helen Honey. That's what I said in a statement. We know Joe is bringing his A game. He said, "I've stepped onto a lot of stages around the world in my career, but this one is going to be extra special. I'm so excited to be hosting the Golden Globes this year," said Coy. "This is that moment where I get to make my Filipino family proud," where he says Mahal Kita and he says Google it. I did not Google it. But if you look down below in the article, it says Mahal Kita means I love you in Filipino. In addition to his Funny is Funny World Tour, Coy is also released 5 stand-up specials on Comedy Central and Netflix, including his 2022 special, Live from the Los Angeles Forum. The rest of the article pretty much talks about, you know, his career, like how he got up to here, like where he's been the last few years as well, because he's also appeared in some movies. And like done like voice acting and such. But the Golden Globes is set to air live on CBS and will be available for streaming on Paramount Plus on Sunday, January 7th, so soon, at 8 p.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Pacific.
Okay. Well, good for him.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That's going to be funny. Like, I like his stand-ups. It's funny because like I realized how long I've been watching him, because I think like in the last thing I think I saw him talking about his son. I think like his son is like in his teens now, and I don't know if it's early or mid-teens, but it's like remember him talking about him when he was in like as a small child and like pull-ups and diapers. It's it's just like, wow, that's crazy. I mean, and that's how I felt for a while about Kevin Hart's stand-up as well.
Yeah, with his kids. Now they've grown up. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're like, I think is it his son or his daughter that's older? I think it's
the daughter is older. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like hearing that I think like she's probably like high school age now, and it's just like
yeah,
hearing about you since you were in like being potty trained. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, it's like watching them grow up in a weird way without even seeing them, you know, that often.
Or even like Angelina Jolie's kids. Like every random time I see them pop up,
I'm like, what?
I'm just like, when did you become adults? Like
honestly, I'm like, wait, they had not real kids, but I'm like, oh, they had like biological kids, you know, because they were she was adopting a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So
she had Shiloh, and
Shiloh
like,
is actually. But I just saw this yesterday.
I forget the twins.
Brad Pitt is.
Brad Pitt what?
60 years old. 60 years old. Real kids. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I saw that yesterday that he's 60 years old, and I was like, what?
When did he become 60?
When I was like, he's like 40.
Yeah, he's like, he is 60 years old. He just
no,
60.
Brad Pitt is 60 years old. Yeah, I was like, but what?
My brain is like,
yeah, I know, it's like
that. Wait. It's like that thing that was going around of last week about Melissa Joan Hart. She's in some, I think, a Lifetime movie, and one of the kids, one is a teenager, and referred to her as grandma, and it was like, she is in her 40s. What are you talking about, grandma?
Yep, that's crazy. I saw that he was 60, and I was like, no way.
He's still old enough to be doing Mr. and Mrs.
I mean, true.
But we're gonna take a quick ad break. One of the ways you can avoid the ad break is by subscribing to one of our tiers on Patreon, which gets you access to these episodes, ad free. But since you're here watching live, let's do it.
Spice things up in the bedroom. Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Did you see Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high-quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creatiaworld.com for 10% off. Try W today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking around.
Grandma's be 35 now. Literally. Someone called me ma'am the other day, and I was like, ma'am.
Every time that happens, I just be like, I don't know. For some odd reason, my blood boils like a degree higher. I was just like, why?
I'm like, you mean miss?
Right. What happened to a good old miss? Not ma'am.
Lord.
But so y'all watching, probably wondering, when are we getting to Godzilla? At least I was. But we're gonna talk about it now. Godzilla has an official cookbook. Godzilla's official cookbook wants you to eat like a kaiju. There's only a 20 years and 2-month gap between me and my mother. There is.
My mom had me when she was 30. I had my son when I was 28.
I had Luna when I was 24. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's just to prove the point that grandmas can be just 35 or at least 40 now.
Well, I strive to Luna not making me a grandmother by 40.
Insane.
That's 9 years from now. And
yeah, honestly, if my son turned me into a grandma at 40, he would be 12 years old. So I don't think that's gonna happen.
Luna's 7 now, so that would make her 16. God no. If I can get her out of her teens without becoming a mother, I will be proud of myself.
Winner. Same.
Winner, lobster dinner. But so Godzilla's official cookbook wants you to eat like a kaiju. The King of Monsters is getting an official cookbook next year. Why does everything want me to have a cookbook this?
I mean, The Witcher has a cookbook, I believe.
The Witcher,
Lord of the Rings, or Stardew Valley, I think has one too.
Game of Thrones has one. I think there's a couple other. It's just like, come on, give me a break real quick.
Zelda, I feel like has one as well. If not like a real one, it's like a fan made one.
Stop it.
Oh my god.
That's so bad. But
honestly,
this comes from comic book.
Though.
That comes from comicbook.com's Evan Valentine. Godzilla has had one of its biggest years to date in 2023. Aside from seeing the Lizard King storm theaters with the runaway hit known as Godzilla -1, we have also seen the MonsterVerse return thanks to Apple TV Plus's Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I need to watch that. Next year won't just see the Lizard King teaming up with Kong once again. It will release a new cookbook to let fans eat like a kaiju. The official Godzilla cookbook.
Is it just double portions?
Has released new details when it comes to its upcoming release. The official Godzilla cookbook will arrive on September 10th of next year, promising to house 60 recipes, including drinks, meat creations, and vegetarian options. Pre-orders are live on Amazon now. Routinely in Godzilla movies, we don't see the Lizard King eating that much, as the radiation that helped him to be born seemingly is able to fuel his destructive rampages. That didn't stop the King of Monsters from hilariously taking part in a McDonald's commercial recently, however, as Godzilla -1 has offered new opportunities for the kaiju to be in the spotlight. I have the picture of the cookbook here.
I can't get over meat creations. Oh, now that foot. Ew, what the fuck is that?
At the bottom, I will say, it does say this is not the final cover, so it might change. But
it looks like a project from a high school student's Photoshop class.
Right. I'm interested to learn about these crab legs, though, that are here.
We should get this for Will, I think. I mean, I guess we are all meat creations, but
we're all meat suits with little souls floating around.
But that just looks like a like just a regular shrimp cocktail with like a Bloody Mary, which is funny that we were talking about
or
Bloody Marys
or
again.
ceviche, maybe.
Oh, I love ceviche.
I want to know what the foot is, because the toenails are just.
What are the nails? Yeah, what is the nails?
Like, is that are those onions? Is it a sauce?
Ew. No,
you don't like onions?
Maybe it's just like, well, I mean, yeah, but if they were onions, they would be just raw, right? Because they're so white.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't lie. I like raw onions.
So. I mean, I do. It just seems like out of place just to have 3 onions for toes, like,
or maybe it's his hand. Maybe because like he don't have 5.
Yeah,
he don't have 5-finger claws.
That's true. Interesting.
But yeah, so we'll look forward to that. I'm gonna check out and see what this pre-order looks like, because I hope it stays true to like when Amazon don't charge you till it ships.
Oh yeah.
I'll have till September to get my shit together.
Literally.
That's how I got my Spider-Man controller. I literally like pre-ordered it, forgot all about it, and then it just shipped.
That's how it was for me. The Spider-Man art book. I was like,
it just shipped.
Oh,
but the funnier part was that it shipped to Chris's house, and I forgot I shipped it there because my apartment wasn't safe to ship that to. And he was just like, "Did you order something?" And I was like, "No." And then so I was like, well, maybe it's something I forgot. And then like he opened it and he was like, "You forgot about a whole Spider-Man controller?" And I was like,
yeah. Honestly, that's like the best thing. It's like getting a Christmas present when you forget what
yeah.
Oh, wow, what is this? Who got this for me? Oh, I did.
Right? This is a gift to me from me. But we can move along. Ghostbusters. That's not true.
That's not true.
I like my steaks medium because there's still color on the inside.
I like medium rare. Give me the meat.
I think if it's somewhere where I've been for medium, and I've had medium rare there before and it went without a hitch, I'll do it. But sometimes I just be like, let me do medium, because sometimes I've been places where it's like you tell them one and then they still do it a little bit under.
For me, it's always, if I say medium rare and they mess it up, it's always in the other direction and they give me like a medium and I'm like, well, this is not what I wanted at all. Pinker than pussy. That's just rare. It's a mooing still.
Right? That's like all I did was rinse the blood off of it.
A little bit of a sear, like a pat pat, and we're done.
But yeah, so Ghostbusters Frozen Empire has a new poster, and it highlights an icy New York City overrun with ghosts. Let me pull that up so you can see it.
Oh yeah, I like the style of this poster. It's very like, I think more posters should be like painted or drawn. I think it's a really cool. It brings the artisticness to it in a cool way.
Yeah. So, in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the Spengler family returns to where it all started, the iconic New York City firehouse, to team up with the original Ghostbusters, who've developed a top secret research lab to take busting ghosts to the next level. But when the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force, Ghostbusters, new and old, must join forces to protect their home and save the world from a second ice age. So the cast will include Patton Oswalt, Kumail Nanjiani, James Acaster, and Emily Allen Lind, alongside Bill Murray, Finn Wolfhard, Ernie Hudson, McKenna Grace, Paul Rudd, Celeste O'Connor, Logan Kim, Annie Potts, Dan Aykroyd, and Carrie Coon. I really don't like her last name. I would be so sick to have her last name. post looks like they're announcing a DLC pack for Ghostbusters game. It does, but I'm here for it. I've heard mixed things about the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I've heard pretty good things about it so far. At least like
the last one that they did that has
people being excited about it.
Finn Wolfhard in it. I heard I think people liked that one. So
okay.
I'm here for it. I feel like I always hear like two different sides of the fence.
Yeah, fair.
I have a second poster, and it's a cute one. It's a Garfield movie poster because it's a Garfield movie Christmas poster. Because they're coming out the new movie, and
I used to love that movie, and it just makes me feel like if it's one of those movies that if I watched now, I'd be like, this is absolute garbage. But as like a young 12-year-old, that original Garfield live action movie was super funny, and this is super cute.
Right? Look at them.
They're like they literally did like, okay, how do we make something cute? And they went down the list: round face, giant eyes, tiny ears, and a little mouth, and it's cute.
Like, oh my gosh. Like, how do you and you understand why Garfield gets to where he is, because how do you say no to that face?
Literally.
And the tweet says, let's hope Santa isn't checking the naughty list twice. Happy holidays from the Garfield movie, exclusively in movie theaters this summer. It's not even a Christmas movie. I love this.
To remind you.
This is great. I would say that's great marketing. They're like,
sure.
This movie is like half a year away. We're going to capitalize on the fact that it's Christmas, though.
Anyway, yeah.
But before we hop into some trailers, this is cute. I can't wait to see it. That's it. I'll say no to this face like Ebenezer Scrooge looking at Tiny Scrooge.
So he's a curmudgeon. He's a Scrooge.
Yes. I have a couple of trailers before we head out for the year. The first one is Destroy All Neighbors, which follows William, played by Jonah J. Rodriguez, a struggling prog rock musician who can't catch a break in his struggle to make his prog rock masterpiece album. No one takes him or his music seriously. His girlfriend, his boss, his neighbors, and things come to a head when new neighbor from hell, Vlad, played by Alex Winter, moves into the apartment next door. In a confrontation with Vlad, William accidentally decapitates him and tries to dispose of the body. As William tries to go about his life and make his album, Vlad's corpse delights in tormenting William, and he soon finds himself falling further into madness and impending doom. Is this a horror or a comedy? What the fuck?
I guess we'll find out.
Oh boy. That was a lot more descriptive than I really wanted it.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
The more I was reading, I was just like, just tell me the whole fucking movie while we're at it.
Just was that one sentence or was it like...
It was like 3.
Okay, I was like, it should just be one sentence.
Ongoing. All right, let's hear it. Let's go.
Hey, how's that band going?
It's mainly me these days. I just want to finish my album.
You have been trying to finish this album for 3 years.
1, 2, 3! What is this? It's a progressive form of prog. I've been calling it prog squared. The only way I listen to your music is if you tie me up at gunpoint and you forced me to. And don't play it here again or you're fired.
What's going on?
That can't be.
I think we have a new neighbor.
What is up with this guy?
I think we're living next to some kind of maniac.
I am now leaving your head rent-free
Flash is just driving me crazy. Oh, you're headed into chaos.
What?
Blood will be spilled.
You gotta stand on your own 2 feet.
What up, Travis?
Say, get out of my kitchen, because I'm cooking.
What is happening?
William,
Too much.
Don't let them use you.
So you killed somebody. Relax. Just need to know how to get rid of a body.
Hello, Willie. I'm not a mass murderer. I'm a mass manslaughterer.
It's time to make a hit record.
I'm alive.
This is ridiculous.
shut up.
You didn't hear that, did you?
You yelling shut up at nobody? Yeah, I heard it was very loud.
That is not what rock and roll is all about.
Let's rock!
You're a loser and you're gonna
I couldn't tell you,
losing.
Travis.
Now that was rock and roll.
Stop. Just be cool. And don't murder anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a Shudder original, and that makes a lot more sense.
This looks very campy, very much a very specific target audience. So
yes, not
Yeah.
high.
or
Who
high.
wants to? Yeah, no, I'm good. Not even like on a high trip, but I want to watch that.
No. Mm-mm.
We'll move on to the next trailer, which I originally thought was for another South Park special, but it's actually for a game.
Yeah.
South Park Snow Day, and it's rated M, so you know it's going to be just as crude.
It's just what we expect.
I think that someone has cast a level 10 Endless Winter spell.
What are you suggesting, Elf?
Stan has been acting strange ever since he thought his version of the rules were best. I was gearing up my army to get to him and force him to talk to me to see what he was up to. But then the new kid came and got in the way.
Wow, nice going, new kid.
Always the new kid.
This storm isn't going to end, and our
They
town
don't
is in
do
serious
well with
trouble.
new kids.
We're out of stuff! Then we have no choice. New kid, we must get to the Marshwalker stand. Hey, new kids! I'm gonna be king. You chose the wrong side.
4-player co-op. It looks cool. Damn.
Ha! The new kids are dead!
It does seem like a very much a Travis game.
Finish the quest! Get powered up! And stop embarrassing me! Beep. I cast a spell, your health is back to 100. Get the fuck up! I have to do everything around here.
Travis, you should do a play along.
Nintendo Switch is an interesting choice.
Yeah, but not surprising. All right, I think that said what, March 26th. I think I have one more trailer before we skedoodle, and it's very on brand because Christmas is in a couple of days. Santa Steam.
Travis, if you're still here, when are we coming back?
Yeah, please, because I don't know.
When are we back to
entertain the masses?
Maybe the new year. I don't know.
It's it's funny because every time I see a South Park game and the characters are 3D, I just be like, this is not what I'm used to. Y'all are supposed to be 2D.
Yeah, it's like, y'all, this is weird. You're not supposed to be a sphere. This is not what it's supposed to look like.
I'm not here for it. Well, while we wait for Travis to see if he can provide us with that date, Santa Steam, a serial killer Santa Claus is resurrected on Screambox, and that's gonna be our final trailer. This comes from Bloody Disgusting's Brad Miska. Santa lives. Here Comes Santa Claus has never been such a sinister warning. Following its triumphant premiere at this year's Popcorn Frights Film Festival, the horror comedy Santa Steam is ready to wreak havoc on a whole new audience now that Santa is resurrected on Screambox, just in time for Christmas. The perfect comfort watching stocking stuffer, As Josh at the Movies describes it, the film follows a young man who brings a serial killer Santa Claus back to life.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to read the whole bio thing of it because, again, these things are telling way more than I need to know. Just, what I just read was more than enough. So here's the trailer. Let's get it.
Check it out.
Santa? Max, get up.
Good morning.
Don't you mean Merry Christmas?
Oh, wow, already?
Mm-hmm. I'm throwing this party today.
It looks so fall.
Christmas girl.
You remember the theme. Can't believe we should take that holiday seriously.
I mean,
he wants this party to be.
It's exclusive.
You don't want these then.
That's
You don't
fair.
want to be buying this, underage and stuff. Good luck.
If I can't throw a great party today, it'll all have been for nothing. Trust me, it's going to be killer.
You can't even tell it's Christmas here. It's like 70 degrees
Remember
today.
that night with our trap?
Back when we were just little kids.
Like
I made
30
a
something.
terrible
This
up
feels like a
mistake.
Disney
No,
movie
listen,
for some reason.
Santa died that night.
It feels like a student project.
Literally, I just like it feels like a Disney movie.
He's probably dangerous.
Like the audio alone is driving
We're
me
seeing
His
his
insane.
family
film.
is unstable. We have no.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Oh no, okay, Santa.
North District Police Department.
I'll have you
Hi,
go
we're
with
looking
the
for a
officer to
Santa.
house full of beer guzzling teens.
What do you know about this?
Oh, is there anybody there?
Why is this so bad?
Santa!
He's covered in blood. I can't let you die trying to help him.
Or like a sci-fi film?
Oh.
Let me in.
Well then.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Something. It was something.
That was something. You said the first one was funny. This is just oh boy. But that's gonna be about it for us. We did it, Bridget. We got through the entire news document.
Yay. Clear.
Yeah, we get to clear it for the rest of the year.
Yep.
Love that. But this was great, guys. We'll see y'all back in January. Travis never got us that date, so I guess he went back to work. He too just came in to help with to come in for the algorithm.
Yep.
We appreciate y'all doing that just as much as we appreciate y'all watching live or watching us on all the various media forms you can watch us and listen to us on.
Mm-hmm.
This is like when the side characters beat the main antagonist in some stream.
Literally.
But you can always connect with us on the socials throughout the holidays or whatever else and whenever else. At Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creatia World. You can also find kind of a hub of everything at creatiaworld.com. You can watch us live also on facebook.com/creatiaworld. We don't talk about it enough, but yeah, it's a place where you can watch us live. But while you're there, you can also join our other groups, such as Dem Dragons, which is facebook.com/group/Dem Dragons. If you are a Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, basic fantasy, that kind of stuff. If you're a fan of it, go join the group. Talk about some theories about the upcoming season of House of the Dragon. Or if you see a cool picture of a dragon online, you just want to share it and be like, look at this cool fucking dragon. Put it there. But if you're a wrestling fan as well, you can go to facebook.com/group/SmackingItRaw. It's the companion group and the safest place to talk wrestling on the internet. It's the companion group to our show, Smacking It Raw, which goes live every Sunday after the break. Every Sunday at midnight, 11 p.m. Central. And that's featuring Matt, Katie, and Vince. Where can we find you, Bridget?
You guys can find me on Twitter at its_P_Power, and then on Instagram at its.P_Power. Yeah, me and Will did a deep dive. We were trying to figure out who is the man. We were just trying to, I was like, who is the man?
It's like a docu-series, like we were intensely searching.
Hacking it. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me. And what about you?
Always on Instagram and Twitter, and sometimes TikTok at Mara the Shark, MARADASHARK. Happy holidays to you as well.
Holidays. Happy
and
New
to
Year.
Everyone out there. We'll see y'all in the new year. Check out the Patreon stuff if you need stuff to tide us over, or rewatch entire year of this. But it's there.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
It's been great, Bridget.